Good afternoon, my wonderful people. It's been quite a while. I know this is Alashala. It's wonderful being here this afternoon. Thank you, wherever you are, for joining me for this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about child naming ceremony in Yoruba tradition. I thought I would come out here to talk about this because oftentimes, especially in the modern world that we live in, people just give name. It doesn't even have to be a child. It could be like a pet. You know, I've got a cat and dogs as well, and they're like my children as well. I thought I would come out here and talk about this because uh, it's fun when we want to name whatever it is. I always find it fun. But the way Yoruba tradition, the way hello Mike, Umi love, hello guys. Oh, Tonya, Philip, wonderful having you guys here. Beautiful people. I've been off social media for quite a while. I think going up to like a year and a half now. I thought it would just be, I was away doing other stuff, apart from live streaming and whatnot, which I found really interesting. But I'm back now. So, like I said earlier in this video, I'm going to be talking about child's naming ceremony in Yoruba tradition. I'm sure other culture, other backgrounds will probably have their own structure, the way they do this thing. But here, I am more familiar with Yoruba tradition because I'm originally from Nigeria, Yoruba to be precise, even though I've lived almost all my life in the United Kingdom. But I thought I would come here because there's a secret behind when you name something. It's not just obviously the first thing you will want to associate with that will be your identity, which is very important enough. But it's way more than that. That's why I thought I would come here and then break this thing down and hopefully maybe you maybe you'll be stuck with some names that you probably felt it's not going to do you any good, or you can always change it. And moving forward, if this resonates with you, and obviously no one has to change anything they don't want to. But I thought I would come out here today and talk about this in Yoruba, according to our Yoruba tradition. They don't just give a child any name. It should be a name that has a tangible meaning, because that child will carry the energy of that name all their lives. I'm going to break this thing down the way that a lay person can grasp what I'm trying to talk about in this video. First of all, when we say for example you want to name a pet, or usually maybe we would think about, some people will think about the weather, some will think about what sweet words, some will even just name it. I mean, there's nothing bad in that as long as you are happy. You know that pet or that child that you are naming, or whatever that thing is that you are naming, they are going to be stuck with that energy all their lives, and you are happy for them to have that. Then that's fantastic. It's for I'm saying this for a lay person because oftentimes even back home, I'm going to give an example as well in this video, and I'm sure you guys probably would be able to resonate with what I'm talking about here. So it's not just I'm not here to condemn anyone. I'm not here to say whatever it is that you'll be doing is wrong or right. Like I will always say in my videos, we are all learning, isn't it? The universe is our teacher, But it's always good to rub minds also on issues like this. So I'm not here to say that I'm better than anyone or I know better than anyone. Whoever there's people that are familiar with my videos, they know I don't come out like that. That's not my energy. It's more about we learning together. We share info so that we all get better, at whatever it is that we're doing. Like I was saying earlier on, a name, apart from it being the core of your identity, the Yorubas also believe that it carries power, blessing or a curse. You see, Ifa would, according to Ifa, I'm going to be talking more about Ifa here, because that's the tool that our ancestors, whatever it is that's happened from beginning of time, it's all in Ifa. So according to Ifa, Ifa saying that calling a child the wrong name is a bad practice, as it will set that child up to fail in their life journey. There's this a tale of this guy that he was initially named Ifa Tayo, and that means Ifa is a thing of joy. Ifa is something to celebrate, you see. But along the way, the guy was named Ifa Tayo. Along the way, his family and friends, they started to call him Ifata. I think they are trying to have a shorter version of the name. But what they do not realize is that from when you have a shorter version, that would now start to mean another meaning. It wouldn't be the original meaning that the child was named. So the child, this guy was named Ifa Tayo. That is, Ifa is a thing of joy. You see. And then when they start to call him Ifata, you see, I'm sure his friends, they probably thought, oh, that would be a short version of his name, something that will make him to be more, especially among his peers, friends, make him to be more social, a name that sounds like a trendy, tone to it, and whatnot. But what they fail to realize is that the shorter version giving the guy has a different meaning. Now the shorter version now means Ifata, that is, Ifa is hot. Ata is like in Yoruba language, let's say Ata is something that's hot and peppery. Something that is like you don't want it near your eyes, like those small pepper, what do they call them? It's something like that. So they start calling this guy Ifata, and that changed the whole meaning of his name. Now, what didn't happen after that was, whenever there was any trouble or fight in that town, this guy name would be the first to be mentioned. The people in the town, if there's a fight going on somewhere, if they burgle somebody's house, someone is trying to burn something down, whatever it is that's chaos, whatever it is that they're having problems, whatever it is where it's unsettled, the first person they're going to name is this guy. They're going to say, oh, it was Ifata. He must have done it. Even if it's not there, the guy may not necessarily have to be there, but they probably will say, oh, he must have done it and ran away. So this guy found out that trouble was, followed him all his life, and it's from the name they are calling him, because that's totally changed. That's just one example. Also, there was one that I had. It's crazy actually. This child, well, he started as a child, and I think his parents must have named him Endurance. I mean, I don't know how whoever called their child Endurance, flipping Endurance. Can you believe that? Anyway, that was what this guy was called, Endurance. Needless to say that his life was all packed of one problem after the other, because he wasn't living life. He was moving from one problem to the other, from one challenges to the next. You see, I thought I would point this out here. At the same time, there was a story of this girl that this actually made a headline online when it happened. This girl, around 7-year-old, she was called Success. Well, and what we heard was the girl was going to school one day. Somebody nearly ran her over. One way or the other, the news made it it was all over social media. So his parents, I think prior to that incident happening, they were living in like a room where they have other people living next to a room, like in Nigeria we call it face me, I face slap you. So they were really, I mean, really not a good background to really poor. Poverty was to say he was living with them would be an understatement. But from this single incident that happened to this girl, somehow the news went viral and was all over social media. And then, to cut long story short, the news got to some couple in America, and because of what happened, they then offered this girl scholarship up to the university level. Not only that, the father also came online. They were asking the dad what was he doing, the mom to support the family. I think the guy was just living from hand to mouth. Also, the guy now was a lot of people donated a lot of money, and then they were able to do like a small family bungalow, where they at least. And then the guy had money to start to trade, so he'll be able to look after his family. So I mean, the story here is that this 7-year-old that was called Success, somehow that name, had now come to mean, made our family and the whole family to be successful. So a name is, what I'm trying to say here is that a name is just, it's not just anything. Just pick something. Think before, especially when it involves lives, because oftentimes when you name a child or a pet, that child is going to grow up. They're probably going to start to live on their own. They're going to have their own lives. Make sure that is a name that would it would be a blessing to them. Something that will illuminate their life journey, sort of lighten, and not something that would be a source of constant bad luck, setback, and challenges. Life is full of challenges as it is, but the least we could do is to see how we could make it, cushion it better for, maybe our children, whatever else we are naming, maybe our pets. Obviously, they would have meant something to us. So I thought I would come out here and talk about that. If I also say that a name that does not have a tangible meaning is equal to a life without purpose, because like I said earlier on, it's an energy. When we look in neurology, we will see that all letters has their own energy from A to Z, you see. And from what I can remember, letters such as A, I believe, and J and S, if I'm not wrong, those ones stand for one when talking about numbers. And you will now see the energy. You guys can do more research on that. People that are already familiar with that, they would, I'm sure they will support what I'm talking about here. So that's, I thought I would come out here and talk about this. In Yoruba background, I'll also explain this here. Usually when, before you have a child, I mean, in the ideal setting, you will have a father and mother, isn't it? And from the moment of conception, they would, both parents will be, even grandparents, will be aware that, they're having a child. In Africa, it's not only the parent that look after their child, it's the whole community. So in the proper setting, you would have a father and a mother, and from the moment the mother conceives, the father will be aware of it, and maybe some close family members as well, like grandparents and whatnot. And so from that time, they probably would have been, thinking of a name to give that child. And from when the child is born, we have like 8 days. It's on the 8 days. That's when that child is named. It will be a ceremony where you will have the family there, friends, extended family, because it's a celebration, isn't it? A new life that's just come to join them. But also, they would have had like a list of names that would sort of something that would, most names you can link it to their family lineage. You could also, they probably would have do some sort of divination with Ifa, that Ifa would probably would have told them this child's life journey, and so and also the parent would now, it could be from when the mom got pregnant with the child, the father and the whole family, they've now noticed some sort of change in their luck, in the sense that they have more prosperity is coming in, more happiness is coming in, things are a lot better than it was, so which will signal that, look, this child they've got here is a special one. So a lot will come to play when you coming up with names like this. And it's not only the parents alone. Grandparents would have list of names as well. Imagine sometimes my names, if I start to name all my names, you guys will say, hold on a second. I remember when I was having my children as well. We would give name, my mom, my dad, my auntie, everybody have names. Obviously you're going to have to pick the one when you want to register the child's birth. You, the parents, would then pick the one that really resonate with that child. But I'm just explaining how it's done in Yoruba setting. So on that 8 days, they will have items such as during the ceremony, they will have like honey, they will have orobo. I'm going to explain, salt and sugar. All of this is it's almost they all have energy behind them. So what they are saying there is all these items is meant to they're like a signal. To support that child, is a signal, is an energy signal to illuminate that child's path in life. So the honey would represent that the child will live a life that's full of sweet experience, no bitterness, no sadness. Urobo, that is for long life, that the child, we pray that the child will live long and not die young. And then and we have all of these items during the ceremony. They will have gin, they will have food, family will come together to celebrate. But I think the focus of this ceremony, it would be the name that's given to that child, because after they've all long gone, is this child that are going to be left with such name, either it's going to then be a blessing to the child or will be a curse. So I thought I'll come here and talk about this. The item, like I said earlier on, has a positive spiritual energy. Item so that the child would have a good life, full of prosperity, happiness, good health, and so on and so forth. The item will serve as a positive energy to illuminate the child's life journey. If the child was born into tradition of religion, or such as i.e. say Oshun, or the father is a Ifa worshipper, or for example, if the child was born into a household where Oshun is their goddess, or the Oshun worshipper, then the child will be given a stone, Oshun stone, and then that would moving on, that would be the child's stone, and probably will be put in a pot of water, whereby if the child was feeling ill or whatever it is, they will go and pour water from there and give it to the child to bathe the child, or for the child to drink. So that's how it's done in Yoruba. I thought I'll come here today and talk about this, because oftentimes you see even children that have been given wonderful names that are blessed, just like the one I mentioned earlier on. Ifa Tayo, which is Ifa is a thing of joy, it's something to be happy about. And then they've now changed his friends and family with his permission as well. I'm thinking they now change it to Ifata, which totally changed the meaning to something negative. And this child, this person grew up to be a problem in that community. Needless to say that he didn't live a good life. So that's what I'm going to be talking about here today, my wonderful people. It just feels good to be back after a long break. I'll probably be coming out maybe once a week, whatnot. For you guys on YouTube, it's wonderful I've been back. And then it will be on the Facebook Live. We're going to do the video first. And on days we're doing live on YouTube. Well, please guys, you can join me. I would really appreciate that. So it's wonderful being back, having you guys here. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm good, mother.
yeah. 1 second, I'm just gonna have a sip of my tea. Well, thank you. I'm gonna go. As you guys that are familiar with Alashola here, we have our spiritual items on my website. Feel free to drop in there to check. You know, if you have whatever spiritual need you have, you know, we have lots over there. Also, your Orisha needs. If whatever it is you're looking for are not there, please feel free to. You can WhatsApp me. You can email me. I'll be 1 second. Phone will me call.
Oh, 7. Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'll just get that.
1 second. That's all about.
That's 074
Yes.
80
Mhm.
66
Mhm.
18
Mhm.
15.
Thank you, darling.
All right, mama.
Right. So I was just trying to confirm the number there from my daughter here. So you can always reach me on my WhatsApp. It's +44 74 80 66 1815. You know, and I'll be more than happy to help. Also, here at Alashola, we'll have IFA divination reading. This is a tool for people that are familiar with Yoruba spirituality. I'm sure IFA, you would have probably come across IFA and other orishas as well. So whatever it is, we have IFA divination tool. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is, whatever you might be at a junction in your life thinking, okay, you know, what next? We have IFA here to direct us, to guide us through our life journey, so we don't have to feel like we're alone. You know, what now? Sometimes we might be in the midst of people and still find ourselves alone. You see, you know. So, but we have IFA here. Whatever it is you're going through, give us a call at Alashola. IFA never lies, or never lies, always accurate. In form of a reading. You just WhatsApp me. Then IFA would guide us. Like I will always say in my videos, I love IFA for a lot of reasons, but most especially because when you're talking about reading, most most tools would tell you what the problem was, but not how you would resolve it. I believe this is where IFA stands out among others, you know, because not only would IFA tell us what the problem is, you know, what's going on, IFA will also, you know, guide us towards what we can do, you know, to realign ourselves back, you know, so that we whatever, you know, it doesn't matter where you are in life, which junction, IFA can start then guide you back. Even no matter how, you know, if you say you were facing the opposite direction, IFA is there to guide us, you know, back, you know, realign us back with our life purpose. Whatever that thing is you're going through, IFA is here to help us. That's, I believe, one of the tools our ancestors left us before they left, you know, and then knowing that if you will, you know, no matter where we are in life, no matter how bad you think things are, as long as you're still alive, you're still breathing, there's always a solution to it. You say you might be going through general life stagnancy. It could be divorce you're going through, a relationship breakup, or, you know, problems in a relationship, or looking for, you know, picking wrong spouse, whatever. If it's got cases or problem with your authority, give us a call here at Alashola. If I would, you know, will sort it out for us. You know, it's 100% guarantee. If there's a lack of direction, motivation, or you have no sense of purpose, oftentimes we might get to, you know, a junction in our life and think, okay, hold on a second, you know, I've been at this job, you know, and you don't really find it fulfilling anymore. And then you're thinking, what now? What next? So you have an issue with no sense of purpose, or it could be health issues or mental health issues. Or it could be issue with addiction. Give us a call here at Alashala. The universe is here to help us. We have all this living consciousness to support us. So that the time, no one gets to live forever, but the time that we're here, it will be the trip will be an enjoyable one, the one that you would it will be fun. We're not meant to do it all by ourselves. It could be issues with career setbacks, or you have problem at your workplace. Give us a call at Talashala. It could be spiritual attacks, especially stuff like that one. Oftentimes we find that difficult to even discuss that with our loved ones, because we're thinking, hold on a second. For example, if it's a psychic attack, a lot of stuff that happen in the astral plane, and not actually something that you can just talk to anyone about, isn't it? Because you might be thinking, okay, if I start to discuss this with my best friend, or they might think I have issues with my mental health. there are a lot of topics that you find you find it can be feeling embarrassing that, oh, I don't want them to look at me. You'll be surprised that even in a relationship, there's some, okay, for example, say a couple, and then maybe the husband had a dream where someone was forcing him to have intercourse, which, as bad as it is, he's a man. It would be difficult for him to call his wife the following day, isn't it? And say, hold on a second, darling, there was this girl that raped me last night. Or if what's happened to the woman as well, you won't feel comfortable. I wouldn't to tell my husband or my spouse that, hold on a second, the dream I had, now someone was having sex with me. There's a lot like that. I mean, other people might find it comfortable, but some other people might not. Here at Alashala, we don't judge you on that. We're simply going to find out, why this is happening, and then we're going to have our reading to guide us. Rumila would actually tell us what the situation is. It could be a general reading. It could be you just want to talk about one particular, ask about one particular issue, and it could be a general one, whichever one is. Ifa is here to guide us. It could be family relation issues. It could be business with your business problem with your business ventures. Maybe you're facing some challenges along that path. It could be issue with education. Whatever that thing is, give us a call here at Alashala. The universe has blessed us with all this little consciousness, and then if we do not make use of them, then it will be that will be our issue, not the universe. So it's been wonderful. I've been back. This is my fourth video after I think a year, almost 2 years. But it feels good to be back. I went away to better myself. It's not, live streaming is good, but I thought that there were other stuff I wanted to do as well, which all panned out well as I planned them. So now that I'm back, I'm just so happy to be here with wonderful people. That's going to be what I'm going to be talking about today. My lovely, my beautifuls. Sometimes I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, I hope my friends will still be there. It's good it feels good to be back. Wonderful to be back. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So I'll see you in my next videos. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a blessed week ahead of you. I love you guys. Bye bye.